Welcome everybody to episode 7 of WAC TV, and joining me live at the Olympic Stadium again today is our co-host Deano.
Hey Reegs, how are you? Back again?
Yeah, excellent to be back down here, and playing behind us is our 40 side today against Victoria in their in their crossover match.
Crossover, yep.
So hopefully the boys can do us proud.
Yeah, so look, we've had 12 days of competition. The boys from WAC have played 39 games of hockey, and we're all done and dusted apart from the game behind us. So just coming up now to the finals. So let's have a quick look at the ladder. First of all, our 35s who played in week 1 finished the comp in 6th place. The 40s, well, they're still playing. For 45s, we'll get back to, out by 1 point.
In the last 5 minutes. Terrible.
South Australia.
Yeah, bloody Victorians.
The 50s, they finished 4th, they'll play finals. The 60s finished in 6th. The 65s, great effort by the guys in the 65s to finish 2nd, and they're into the finals. And our 70s only just missed out yesterday to Queensland and finished the comp in 5th as well. So look, we've covered all the teams. The only team we hadn't got to yet is the 60s. So let's have a quick look at some highlights from yesterday's game out here, where the boys went down 2-0 to South Australia. Hey, now Reegs, it's only taken us 7 episodes, but finally we've got our very own live audience.
We've got some groupies following us. It's a bit of a buzz really, because we've never had anyone chase us before.
No, and I mean all those autographs we've had to sign for them.
Yeah.
So thanks very much for coming down, girls. It's been great having you here.
Yeah, look at that. Crowd goes wild.
Now look, they're still calling. They love us. They love us. Now look,
there's no gear coming off today anyway. That's the after hours episode.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the Triple X one. And now look, the 50s and the 65s, both the teams have done well, and they've made the finals. Reegs, take us through those teams.
The 50s. Well, look, at the end of the day, the 50s they promised so much in the early stages. They didn't really deliver. We went and saw our psychologist, our team psychologist, who said you need to do a bit of reverse psychology and start taking the piss. So we did.
Yep.
And look what it's done. It's worked.
So we can take credit for the 50s.
Oh, we'll take credit for the 50s' success. They're now in the finals. I think they finished after the pool games. They finished 3rd, didn't they?
They did.
So good on the 50s.
Yeah.
Well done. I hope the glamour side can continue their fine form. We'll continue to take the mickey and use that reverse psychology that's worked so well during the week so far.
I saw them play yesterday, and I think they took the foot off against Victoria, but I'm looking forward to seeing them in the semi-final here tomorrow. Well,
with a bit of luck, Vinny Scott will manage to get himself off the physio table and maybe get on the field.
And talking to the physio table, I went down to the physio department yesterday and caught up with the girls, and I guess he was on the table again.
Vinny Scott.
Vinny, you got to get out of there.
Thank you, Dean. I appreciate this.
See you on WAC TV.
Yeah.
Hey, look, while we're talking about the physios, they really are
the best performing
team. The girls,
without a doubt. Without them, we'd all be hobbling around with Zimmer frames and electric carts. They've done a great job of looking after all the guys.
Yep.
I, for one, haven't actually spent any time this year on the physio table, which is an absolute change of fortune. So there you go.
All right. Well, look, we caught up with the head of the medical team and the physios, Deb Oliver, who gave us her time to impart some wisdom about the team of physios. Here it is.
For Lynn and I, this is our 8th year together, and we just look forward to, we work hard, we work long days for sure, but we always have lots of fun on the bench, bantering as you will hear, and laughing, and we play hard at night as well. This year's a little bit quieter than normal, I have to say. We've in the evenings, not on the bench. But yeah, and I think it's just wonderful to have the opportunity to keep everyone on the pitch. I think, and just, especially like when we look at the 70s playing, they are just, brilliant. I reckon it's seeing the 65s do so well. Last year they really struggled. We basically I was almost half coaching on the bench, you know. They were down to the minimum 11 players, well, probably 10, because one was just standing in the box. And this year they've, you know, every day they've just got better and better, and they're going into finals, which is just brilliant. Oh, of course they are. We've watched them grow up from babies, you know, from 40, 45s, 50s. They're maturing nicely. Some we can tell you, some we can't. I actually sat and watched the 70s the other day and thought, you know, none of these guys have won for years. You know, this is the closest we've been into finals, and we still keep coming back. It's not about the winning, it's just about catching up with each other again and just being on the field, and yeah.
And Dean, the 65s, they've been a surprise. No, well, maybe not a surprise packet,
No.
but they've done exceptionally well.
Leading in the boys, well done, guys.
Yeah.
It's I think it was that wine and cheese night you had over in your room. I think that really kicked you along. Well done.
Oh, absolutely. And the couple of the import players that they've had thoroughly enjoyed it. The Scottish fellas.
Yeah, the Scottish continue to have turned up en masse and knocked a couple of goals in the back of the net. And I think you caught up with them the other day.
Yeah, we had a chat with them, and here it is. Welcome, guys. Michael, you've been playing for WA country for a few years, but you've brought along a few mates.
Yes, well, first year was 2009 in Melbourne, and we did very well then, and Roy was with me then, but there was a special plea for help this year, so we brought a very old person, Kieran, very old, and a much younger person, David, with us.
Oh, excellent.
So they have been wonderful.
And you've been doing exceptionally well too.
We have. We might even be in the finals.
Well, shock horror.
Shock.
Shock horror.
So
obviously it's the imports that have done it.
Absolutely.
They've made the difference.
Well, 2 goals, 2 goals, 2 goals.
Bloody- Seriously?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh. So how are you finding it, Kieran?
Yeah. Oh, I think the atmosphere here is fantastic. It really is. It's the enthusiasm, you know, for these ancient guys. No.
You played in Melbourne.
I played in
so
Melbourne, yes.
You've been here before?
I that's why I came back, because it was so much fun.
Excellent.
Absolutely. And there's two things here that are so much different from our hockey back home. First of all, we win. And secondly, the physios are fantastic.
Yeah, they're not bad looking, are they? Are you talking about the quality of the physio work or the
I do
quality
like
of
a
the?
good rub down before a game.
That's why none of us can get in, because it's always booked by you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the health service, you know.
And we've got a newbie this year as well. So you've enjoyed your trip over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been an absolute blast, and I agree with Kieran and the others. It's just the enthusiasm and also the pleasure of playing in such a fantastic setting. I mean, this is a magnificent place to play hockey. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
So we asked the Scottish guys what would be a traditional Scottish cheer for when things are going right, and this is what they had to say.
Yeah, fucking beauty!
Now look, one of the guys who's pretty proud of the whole effort by the WAC boys has got to be our chairman, Murray Connop.
Oh, look, Murray, man of few words, as everybody would know.
There's not enough space on YouTube for his whole interview because it does go for some time. So here's some highlights of Murray's interview.
Overall, the WAC teams have been performing pretty well over and above what some would have thought would have been expectations.
Yeah, with the 35s in this year, outstanding performances built all the way through. Fantastic to have them on board. 40s, huge improvement today on the first game result. 45s, absolutely outstanding. Over and above what expectations before we came here. Finals for them, almost certainly. Finals for 50s, we think. Depends on tomorrow, and certainly finals for 65s, who are sitting in second position at the moment.
And it sets us up pretty well for next year in Perth, building on what we've developed this year.
Yeah, certainly like to get the 55s back. That'll be our main job, and get some second sides in.
And a full WAC 35s instead of maybe a composite side?
Genuine 35s. We'll be looking at getting a lot of the really strong country players which have had high representations at international and state level before.
Yeah, we're certainly going to be targeting one Bevan George, so with a bit of luck, the big fella might come on board, and that'll be a huge draw card for some other high quality players from around the areas.
Well, Reegs, that's about it from us down here at Homebush. What's our next episode going to be?
Well, the next episode will be live from the red carpet of the WAC TV, Dally M, Brownlow, Maxi Paget, Logie Bogie Awards.
We'll be on the red carpet as the glamour comes in early in the evening. We'll capture all the highlights and the awards which are presented through the night, which I don't think there's that many apart from the Maxi Paget Award. And maybe there might be a floating gold bogey out there for somebody who, what are we going to call it, the Screen Legend Award.
The Screen Legend, the WAC Screen Legend Award.
Yeah.
But this will be the last episode from Olympic Stadium.
Yep.
So it's been a fantastic fortnight of hockey for us. The atmosphere here, the facilities, the ground, it's been brilliant.
It has.
So we'll say goodbye to episode 7, and we'll see you at the Night of Night gala dinner tomorrow night.
See you then.
Bye.